Good day, grade 12 learners. Welcome to today's economics lesson. My name is Mr. Berry. This lesson is brought to you by the Northern Cape Department of Education in collaboration with Pagama Research and Development. Good day again, grade 12. Today's revision program will be focusing on paper 2. We're looking at the dynamics of markets. We're looking at perfect market. At the end of the lesson, the learners will be able to answer prelim paper when it comes to the perfect market. Today we'll look at section B. The last lesson we looked at possible question in section C. So our topic today is perfect competition. We take this topic from the main topic, which is microeconomics. For your paper 2, you have two things here. You have microeconomics and economic issues. Both are having 3 subtopics, which is perfect competition, imperfect competition, market failure, inflation, tourism, and environmental sustainability. For microeconomics, you are going to find this question in question 1. The 30-mark question, the 15 out of 30, it is on microeconomics. Question 2, it's only microeconomics. Question 4, there is 20 marks for microeconomics and the other 20 marks for economic issues. Question 5, the entire question 5 is an essay question in microeconomics. So you have all these marks where you can score from the microeconomics. So if you can perfect microeconomics, there's so many marks for you. Same with economic issue. It will look like that. Question 1, 15 mark is from question 1, 15 mark is for only economic issues. Question 3, 40 marks is only economic issues. Question 4, the 20 marks, remember question 4 is a mixture of both micro and economics issues. So 20 mark, yeah, it will be for issues. And question 6, all of it 40 mark will be for economic issues, making it 115 out of 150, where you can score only focusing in economic issue. Same with this one, you can score about 150. That's if all your answers are correct, if you are focusing in microeconomics. But knowing that all our answers may not be correct, it is important for you to revise both micro and economic issues for paper 2. You must revise both micro and economic issues. Right, so you are going to start with section B with lower order question. On the previous lesson, you were reminded that question 2.1.1, 3.1.1, and 4.1.1, you are asked to mention, to list 2 things. You are always asked to give 2 examples, list 2 examples of, or mention 2 whatsoever. That is your 2.1.1. So that is an icebreaker of questions. So this will be our icebreaker for today, where we're starting with the small lower order question. So the first question here says, mention 2 examples of a perfect market. So mention any markets that you find that are a perfect market. Let's look at the answers. So you have stock exchange, that is your JSE, your foreign currency market, central grain exchange market, and market for agricultural product. So if you've mentioned any of these 2, then you are correct. Right, the next one, grade 12, I'm only giving you 2 minutes for this ones. Give 2 examples of fixed cost. So anything that is considered as a fixed cost, you give 2 examples. Right, the answers will be rent, property tax, insurance, depreciation, and salary. Salary can be fixed for a year, rent can be fixed for a year, insurance, also property tax, and the depreciation, that can be a fixed cost, meaning even if the production changes, the cost of this will remain the same. Doesn't matter how much you produce, the cost does not affect the production cost. Right. Name any two institutions responsible for regulating competition in South Africa. We have 3 institutions, so mention any 2 of them. Right, let's look at the answers. You have Competition Commission, where they investigate measures, and then before any measure or takeovers take place, they must report to the Competition Commission. They prevent businesses from colluding. And then you have Competition Tribunal, where they either accept or reject recommendation made by the Competition Commission. And then you have Competition Appeal Court. If there's any dispute, they take it to the Competition Appeal Court. Right, and then this one is a type of question that you find in 2.1.2. Right, the 2.1.1 is the listing to, giving to, and then the 2.1.2 is where you are asked to apply. Why is a perfectly competitive firm unable to influence its price? Why a perfectly competitive firm is unable to influence its price? You have 2 minutes again to answer this one in a full sentence. Remember, you can't just say one word. Alright, let's look at the possible answer. If you just wrote a price taker, then that's not correct. It must be explained. They are price taker, they take their prices from market. That is a full sentence. The reason a perfect market cannot influence prices because they take their prices from the market as it is. Why is a perfect market the most efficient market structure? So out of the 4 market structure, monopoly, monopolistic, and oligopoly, the perfect market is the market that it is more efficient. They achieve production and allocative efficient. So why do you think it is the most efficient market? You have 2 minutes as well for this one. Right, let's look at the answers. So a perfect market is most efficient because prices in the market give a true reflection of scarcity of goods and services. So they are price taker, remember, so the prices in the market already is giving a true reflection. It is geared towards maximum production, unlike other market structure where they can limit production to increase prices. So they cannot shift, even if they are limiting production, they cannot shift their high cost to consumers because they are price takers. A perfect market produces more at a lower cost. Their output is high, their prices is low. Right, we are moving to the data response question. So for data response question grade 12, you are having 10 minutes to answer the 5 questions in the data response. Remember, our data response is 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. That's your mark allocation. The first 3 questions, 1, 1, 2, that 4 mark is an easy mark. Everyone must get that. So for your data response, every question, it has 2 data response, meaning you have 8 given marks to you, right? Plus that 2.1.1 is a given mark. So 10 given mark. Plus 2.4. 2.4 is a remembering question, so that 8 marks is also given. So 18 marks is just given to you out of 40 marks. That is your easy marks. Right, your 10 minutes begin now. You may start writing, then we look at the responses. Right, grade 12, your time is up. Let's look at the answers. Identify the marginal revenue in the graph above. Marginal revenue, which is your MR, is not written anywhere. However, we know that in a perfect market, AR is equals to MR. So ARP represents the MR, which curve is also known as a supply curve. So the curve that is known as a supply curve, it is a MC. However, in this one, the MC, this part is what? It's a supply curve. Why? Because this graph is a shutdown graph. There is ABC. So this point is called what? A shutdown. Anything below here, it cannot be a supply curve because we are no longer producing. We have shut down the business. Question number 3, briefly describe the term average revenue. The total revenue amount divided by the quantity. Average revenue is TR over a quantity, then you get what? Average revenue. How does the market demand curve differ from the individual fact? The demand curve for the market is this one. There's the demand curve. For the individual is this one, demand curve. So how do they differ? The demand for individual is horizontal, this one, while the demand for the market is downward sloping. It moves from here to there, from the left to the right. It is downward sloping. That is the difference. Question 5. What is the importance of point A? Point A, that is our shutdown. Point A represents the shutdown of a business, shutdown point of a business. At this point, a competitor cannot cover their average variable cost. Therefore, they need to shut down. So the importance of this A is that it tells a business to shut down because they cannot cover their average variable cost. Right, let's do the next data respond question. You have, again, 10 minutes to respond to the 5 questions in a data. Respond here. You read the data or you look at the data, then you answer the question that follows. Right, your time will begin now. Alright, grade 12, your time is up. Let's look at your possible responses. Which point on the graph indicates profit maximization? Profit maximization is where MC is equals to MR. So this is your MC, this is your MR, they meet here. So point N is your answer. Name the curve labeled R, right? So your bucket curve is AC, so your answer is AC. You must remember that the bucket curve is AC and the Nike one is the MC. Describe the term short run. What is a short run period? A period where only variable factors of production can change. There's at least one fixed input. Fixed cost remains constant. So a short run is a situation where there is at least, let's take this one, there is at least one fixed input. There's at least one fixed cost. A long run, it means all the factors of production are variable. In a long run, all the factors of production are variable. In a short run, we have at least one fixed cost. What condition must exist for a business to shut down? Why do we shut down? We don't shut down because we're making a loss. We shut down because we can't afford our average variable cost. When it cannot meet its average variable cost, price is less than the or equals to the average variable cost, that's when you shut down. If you cannot meet the average variable cost, your prices are either equal or less than the average variable cost. When the firm's total revenue is less than its variable cost, right? When MR is equals to MAVC and is equals to MC, then you shut down. When you cannot cover the average variable cost, that's only when you can shut down. So if you have said that the business will only shut down when they cannot cover the average variable cost, you are correct. Question number 5. Explain why this equilibrium position will not remain fixed. What is the equilibrium position? This AC here, the equilibrium position is economic profit. This is economic profit. Economic profit. Why is it economic profit? The AC is here, it's below AR. So it is economic profit. So why will this not remain fixed in the long run? A perfect market can only make a normal profit in a long run. So we cannot keep this equilibrium position for a long run. It's only in a short run. Right. Perfrct will attract more entrants into the market, which will lead to an increase in the supply. If people are aware that there is economic profit happening, there's free entry in this market, there will be more people coming in. So the supplier will increase. So supplier, let's do it in the market. The supply will increase to S1, the price will go down. So same thing will happen here. The supplier will go down, where? To the right. Then you'll have what? A long run AC, and then you'll have what? A long run MC. In the long run, you see what is happening. In the long run, the prices are low. Now your AR will be here. AR1 is equals to MR1. So this price will not only represent the price cost now. It will represent the price cost and the price revenue. So where AC, the long run AC, it touches the long run AR. It makes what? A normal profit. Why is this happening? It's because in the market, as price takers, the market price was before they at P1. So this was P1, the market price. Now the market price has shifted to M. Why? Because the supplier increased. E moved to E1. That is the situation. So in a long run, there will be more entrants. Remember, this market is a perfect market. There's free entry. So in a long run, people will be attracted to this economic profit, more entrants into the market, which will lead to an increase in supply. This will drive prices down towards average cost and profit will decrease. This has driven the price down. Then there will be a new equilibrium position, which is a normal profit. That's why we won't maintain this economic profit in a long run. In a long run, we will make a normal profit. Alright, grade 12, you have another data respond question. 10 minutes for you to complete this data respond question. Then you look at the answers. Right, your time is up. Let's look at the possible answers as you mark yourself. Identify the curve that represents the supply curve in the graph here. It's your MC. MC where? From A upwards. From A downwards, it's a shutdown. What quantity should the firm produce to make a normal profit? Let's look at this. Where MC meet your MR here, you have here a MC meeting MR, you have MC meeting MR, you have, let's see, this MR, this one is the shutdown one, and then there is here, they are making what? AR is equals to AC here. It is what? A normal profit. Let's look at the one at C. Look at C. There's also MR meeting MC. However, this one is economic profit because the AR it's above the AC. This one, let's look at this grade 12. Look at this AR, right? The AR and this AC. When you follow the direction from here going there and the direction from here going there, you see they meet each other here at B. It becomes a normal profit. What is a normal profit? Where AC is equals to AR, it's a normal profit. But this one at B, what is happening? AC is below, AC is here, and then AR is there. So it is an economic profit. But here at AC is above, AR is a loss, right? So in this graph, we can see economic profit, we can see B, normal profit, we can see economic loss. So your answer is 40. At quantity, 40, the one with B. I hope that makes sense, because at B, AR and AC, they are the same. If you follow the direction, they are the same. Briefly describe the term marginal revenue. Marginal, we know marginal as what? Additional. Right? So the additional income earned when sales increase by 1 unit. The additional income received for selling 1 extra unit. So you don't have to say all of this. This is a 2 mark. If you say it's the additional income earned when sales increases, or the additional income earned when receiving for selling 1 extra product, is 1. Marginal revenue is calculated when you say total revenue divided by a change in TR over change in quantity. You get what? You get MR. Remember, TR over Q is AR, but change in TR over change in Q is MR. Question number 4. Why would the producer be reluctant and willing to produce at 30 units or less? This is 30. Right? What is happening here? ABC. A. We call it a shutdown. So a business will be reluctant. You won't produce because they cannot cover their average variable cost. They are shutting down. At quantity 30 or less, the producer's total revenue will be unable to cover their variable cost. That's why they won't produce at 30 and below, because they cannot cover their variable cost. Right, question number 5, it says use the graph to calculate the total revenue when the price is 25 rand. Show all the calculation. Right, so you are calculating the revenue, the total revenue. You are not asked to calculate profit or loss. When you are asked to calculate profit and loss, you can say profit and loss is equals to TR minus TC, or you can use AR minus AC times Q. However, here you are only asked to calculate the total revenue. How do you find total revenue? You take P times Q. When you say P times Q, you get a total revenue. So they are giving us the price already. They say the price of 25. So you must find the quantity of 25. 25 does not go with 40. It does not go with 30, but it goes with 50, meaning we have quantity and the price. So you must take the price times the quantity for you to get the total revenue. So total revenue is your price, or we can use AR times Q, which is 25 times 50. Then your answer is 1,250. That is your total revenue. If you were asked to do profit and loss, then you must find what? The TC. TC will be what now? Is equals to P times Q as well, which P, the PC, the one that goes with average cost. This one is a PR, the one that goes with the average revenue. So the PC is this one, because this is our AC. The PC will be 20, meaning for us to get TC, we'll say 20 times 50. Remember, our goal is what? Our goal is for this one. And also, if you look at this, we're supposed to get something here that goes this way, because our AC is being touched here, that goes this way, where it can be even above the 20. But then because you are not asked to do profit and loss, we don't have to find the TC. We only need to find the TR, right? And our TR, which is price revenue, the answer is 1,250. Right, grade 12. Now we're moving to middle order questions. That is your 2.4 kind of question. Distinguish between the economic and normal profit in a perfect market? This is an 8-mark question. So you need to give 2 points for economic profit and 2 points for normal profit in sentences. Right, grade 12, you have 5 minutes to complete this one. Then we look at your answers. Right, the time is up. Let's look at economic profit and normal profit. Economic profit, this occurs when the average revenue is greater than the average cost. It is experienced when the average cost per unit is less than the price. Economic profit is made when there is additional to the normal profit. So any addition to the normal profit, it becomes economic profit. When your AR is above the AC, that is economic profit. Right, so you get 4 marks for economic profit and then the other 4 marks for normal profit. Minimum earnings required to prevent entrepreneur from leaving the industry, that is normal profit. Maximum return the owner of the firm expects to receive to keep on operating in this industry. This occurs when the total revenue is cost to total cost, or the average revenue is cost to the average cost. Then you get what you call a normal profit. Then you get 4 marks for that as well. Then total is 8 marks. Right, so this one is a higher order question. It says, how can the government discourage firms from engaging in anti-competitive behavior, meaning restricting others by abusing their power? You have 5 minutes to write full sentences to say how can the government discourage those businesses who are trying to take over the markets by practicing anti-competitive behavior, not allowing others to enter the market. Right, grade 12, let's look at the answers. So how can the government discourage firms from engaging in anti-competitive? By granting license to other business to compete against these oligopolies. Remember, oligopolies exist because sometimes they are given patents and licensing, so other people cannot enter. So if they are engaging in this anti-competitive behavior, trying to collude, increase prices, the government can grant other people to do what? To compete against them. Imposing heavy fines on firms found guilty of these practices. So they can fine them. Businesses that are found that they are colluding, they get fines. So they can impose heavy fines on these businesses to restrict them from colluding. Speeding up investigation on businesses suspected of collusion or fixing prices. So they need to speed up so that these businesses can feel the punishment if they try to do what? Practice the anti-competitive behavior. Prohibiting mergers and takeovers by oligopoly businesses with the aim of reducing competition. For example, the SA Link and the SA Fair Airlines, they tried to do what? To merge, and then they were disqualified. Their merging was declined because they wanted to merge to reduce competition. So they must prohibit business like that want to come in together just to reduce competition. So government, the question is nice because they say how can is not the effective or how effective or to evaluate, so you can come up with your own idea. This is what we call higher order questions, grade 12, where you can give your opinion, which is nice because you can come up with anything as long as it's relevant to the question that you are asked. Right, to continue, prohibiting mergers and takeovers by oligopoly businesses with the aim of reducing competition. Right, so takeovers and your mergers can be prohibited if they want to reduce competition. Implementing or introducing maximum prices on markets where there are possibility of price fixing. So if they try to do price fixing, government can create what they call a maximum prices, which is a price below the equilibrium position. It favors consumers because they'll be able to buy. Regulating unfair business practices such as acquiring of exclusive rights to resources like giving of patents, they can regulate that so that other people are also able to start these businesses, which may prevent new firms from entering the market. So that can be regulated. Instead of giving only 2 businesses a licensing, they can give more so that they can create competition. So this is how you answer this question. Right. And the next question is saying use the graph of TC and TR to explain profit maximization in a perfect market. Remember, grade 12, a profit maximization in an individual business is where you say MC is equals to MR. However, TR is equals to TC. This is what a normal profit. But the distance between TR and TC can give us another the distance between TR and TC can give us another profit maximization. So you are going to draw a graph of TR and TC, and then you show a profit maximization where TR and TC meet, where you put your dots. That is a normal profit. That's not what your profit maximization. So the profit maximization need to be where there's the widest distance between TR and TC. Right? You have 5 minutes to use the graph on a total cost and total revenue to explain the graph. The mark will be 4 marks for the graphs, and then for the explanation is 4 marks. If you are asked to use or with the aid of a graph, it means that the graph is 4 marks and then the explanation is 4 marks. The time will start now. Right, grade 12, your time is up. Let's look at your graph. So on the graph here, there is what the graph, you have TR and TC. So you start by labeling your axis. After labeling your axis, you have profit and cost and revenue. Then you draw your total revenue. You see total revenue start here at 0 and it goes straight, right? And then your TC does not start at 0. You can find a question where they ask you why TC start above 0 but TR start at 0, because we have what we call fixed cost. Sometimes even if you're not producing anything at 0 here, even if you're not producing anything, there may be cost. Those are called fixed costs. The fact that you must pay rent before you produce is a fixed cost. So that's why you find that your cost does not your cost is something here, and maybe this is 12 or 15, between 10 and 20, but there's no production, right? Then you draw your cost. You see your cost come down. The more you produce, the more the cost decreases, and then they go up. Then you have A here and B. This is your normal profit. Then the widest distance here can indicate what the profit maximization, the widest distance. That is what you're explaining as well. You explain that TR and TC. What is TR, TC? Then you start explaining that the profit maximization is the widest distance between TC and TR. It means you are making more profit when there is the widest distance between TR and TC. Right, so to explain the graph, this is how you're going to explain it. The firm will make profit between points A and B. This is the profit that we are making from A to B, where the total revenue is more than the cost. So between A and B, the total revenue is more than cost, but then on A and B, there is the normal profit. Profit is maximized when there's a gap between TR and TC. So the widest gap here between TR and TC, that is your profit maximization. This is how you can explain this graph. So what you're taking is that TC and TR here, A and B, it's a normal profit. anywhere here. You see the revenue, it's here. This is the total revenue. This is the cost. It's above. This become what? A loss. And here again, it becomes a loss where the cost is above. It's a loss. It's a loss. It's a normal profit. It's a normal profit. Here it is a profit. But then the widest distance, it becomes a profit maximization where we are making more profit. Right, this occurs at 4 units of production at the cost of 40 rand. So when you look at 4 and the cost of 40 rand, that is the widest distance that is highlighted there. That is your profit maximization. Break-even point will occur at A and B. This we call a break-even point where there's normal profit. Economic loss will be where? Between these spaces and these spaces, between 1 and 6 of units, that here it will be your what? Economic loss. So here at 1 year there will be economic loss, and also here at 6 year there will be economic loss where TC is more than TI. Right, grade 12, thank you very much for joining in today's class. We looked at the possible question that you may find in microeconomics under the perfect market. Microeconomics is one of the units that will be asked in paper 2, your question 1, question 2, question 4, and question 5. This is where you're gonna find microeconomics, and you can find the perfect competition. Thank you for joining in today's class. Keep well. I'll see you next time.